I'm looking at you, why you looking at me? Look in your direction. You ain't gotta say too much, baby, I'm your reflection. We can fall in love, but I just got one question. Is you is or is you ain't dealing with your exes? Yeah, is the paper or the person more impressive? Is your friends giving you advice, what they suggesting? We can fall in love, but how quick you invest it? Cause all the love.
Then like Meg is probably like the last Houston artist to like really just blow from Houston like that. Right. Before like other than Travis and like Beyonce, of course.
Right, like to blow on that level.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know,
because there's a few other artists, you know what I'm saying, from Houston that are like, they're definitely, the trajectory is.
Yeah.
Like,
oh no, for sure. It's like, cause we have niggas that's like popping,
right, but
they don't ever blow. You know, if that can make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like Sauce Walker and the Sauce Factory and stuff. Like in the city, they popping. You know, they good. They can live good. They gonna live good. But outside of that, like it's probably like I don't want to say a handful, but you know, it's a select few people that actually know them artists.
Yeah, and I definitely think like some people. They become pretty content with where they at because you know you could live off the Texas circuit alone. 100%. Like a lot of people be like, I'm finna hit Texas, I'm finna hit Houston, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio.
Shit, you might hit some go to college station, bro. You can do this college tour and he Texas you good.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So a lot of people, you know, they're comfortable with that, and if that's what you want, like that's perfectly fine. I think like for most people, it's just defining what success is to you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts.
Because I was telling one of my homies, he was like, yeah, such and such fell off. And I was like, did he fall off or is that all he wanted? Because that might have been all he wanted. He was cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a little, that's a bar right there. I'm not going to lie.
No, because
success all depends on the person. Really.
Right.
Because if they was like, you know, I want to be well off and make sure my family good, that Texas tour can do it.
Yeah.
If it's like, yo, I want to be like global, and like, you know, and they only get to the city, then it's like they fell off, but you know. But again, if they still live good, they doing better than we doing. So
you feel me? Like it's just a matter of defining like what it is that you want, and then going for it. I think a lot of people just don't define what it is. Like you know what I'm saying? People just be doing stuff.
A lot of people think it's like if they don't get that like celebrity status, like you're going down the street and paparazzi's bothering you, you didn't make it.
Like everybody not gonna be Michael Jackson,
bro.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? There's like
not too many people like Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Like, everybody not gonna be that.
Yeah, come on now, but
like if you want to, you can. But like
work for it. And like, man, it's not too many people that's up there like that. Like Beyonce is the closest to that, honestly.
Right.
Still, like.
Right, Beyonce's like the closest thing to Michael Jackson.
Yeah, for sure. Because that's the only people still like fawn and like pass out when they see her.
Right.
Thing. Like nobody, like I seen a video the other day when it's like the baby was at the gallery or something. Right. Like people was like, you know, excited, they was grouped up and everything, but ain't nobody passing out over this.
Yeah.
Like
you know, people pass out when Beyonce
like crying, like
have you seen those videos of Michael Jackson?
Oh, bro, legendary videos.
It's like so crazy. I'm like, oh my, like. What?
His head has going. Like everybody, like
he don't even say anything. He perform at the Super Bowl. He jump up. He like look, and people like,
yeah, bro, pass out. Like, man.
I think I'm scared of that much power. Like, God,
hey, I want that. Bitch's panties wet.
It's like I want it, but I'm like, dang. If I walk in a room and I like turn this way, like somebody fall out, I'm like, I ain't got insurance, shawty. You gotta figure it out.
That's on him, yeah.
you gotta figure it out.
I'm not gonna lie, it was one time, I was at the Galleria. This is like a couple years back. Tiana Taylor was here, and that's when she got the shoes like with Adidas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so like, this is when Click just came out, so she performed that whole, fucking Pusha T came out, Big Sean came out. And I was like, oh shit, I was like, yo, this nigga Kanye's about to come out. I'm a fucking stand at this point. Like, I'm like, yo, Kanye's about to come out. I started hyperventilating, bro. I was like, yo. I was ready. And then he didn't come out. I was like, wow, what a disappointment.
So just start tweeting him, you drive.
How could you not come to Houston? Why aren't you here?
How dare you insult me? Like, what?
You was in debt back then. Like, let's get this mug intro.
Let's go.
Yo, what it do? So shout out to Nomad here, and we are the...
Becoming interest.
Yes, sir. You You turn me up a little. Turn me up a little headphone a little bit.
Go ahead.
The common interest.
I like that. Yes, sir. We here. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with a friend, and also here's the other thing. And the simple stuff. But here today we got B Val in the building.
Yo, what's going down, man?
What's good? Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. We finally got it in, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we had some. It's universe works in mysterious ways. As long as it's coming together, man, that's all that happens.
Full circle, everything.
Always. Yes, sir. So here at the Common Interest, we start everything off. We ask you to hit us with a rewind. That's when you tell us about yourself, how you got involved in music and your brand, how you got here today.
Absolutely. So, I go by B Val. It's part of my name. Basically, is first letter of my first name and then part of my last name. And
you ain't trying to get with his government.
Yeah. Hey, boom. Y'all can find it out. Yeah. But I basically started like writing music like when I was probably about 10 years old. Man, I was writing. I was reworking these ballads my mom would write. Mm-hmm. And so I was doing that, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, woo, woo. And I would put music to it because I played a little guitar.
That's dope. Okay.
And so I would do that, and but I never thought anything of it, and I would just put it to the side. That was around, I was like 10 years old. High school came around. I started like rapping a little bit. Right. I started recording a little bit, you feel me? But even then, I wasn't thinking like it would be what it was, like my career. Mm-hmm. And so I put it down for a while. I was trying to go to school. I was trying to figure out my way.
Right.
And one thing that I never like stopped doing was creating, even though I wasn't putting things out.
Right.
And so 2018, man, I was just like, you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna go full-fledged, see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like record stuff, put it out. Let people have it. Let people, do what they will with it. And I never look back, man. Like start doing that, dropping stuff, doing shows, and going out of town and all that good stuff.
Hey, that's what's up. That's a life. So, you said you made a tape in 2018, and was that Visions?
Visions.
Okay, that's dope. Okay, that's what's up.
That was the first project that I dropped.
Okay, that's a bet.
Looking back on it, I'll be like...
The artist plight, man. Every time, once you drop it, you look back and like, why did I even do that?
Right.
But,
there was some good things on there that I really liked, but it was just like, I was like, I could have did this.
It's better, of course. Yeah. It's always something, man. That's, again, artist plight, man. We always look at this stuff and like, it's not fucking perfect.
Right.
It's never going to be perfect, but, I feel it. So, off that, when you created Visions, like, what was, just off the name, first off, the cover art was dope. I like that.
Appreciate it. I made that too.
Word?
Yeah.
Oh, so you do graphic design too?
I play.
Okay. Hey, a little more like, listen, playing than like actually doing, you know what I'm saying? But okay. So, with the cover art, and you want the name itself, I feel like you had
a vision.
Yes. See what you did there. So, speak on your vision with creating that tape.
So basically, the tape was supposed to kind of resemble me having the vision of the different things that I could create, but also the vision of the trajectory of where I was going.
Okay.
And so the very last song on there, I was kind of shortly talking about like where I had been, where I was planning on going. And so it was, so to speak, just a prelude of the future, you know what I'm saying? And the beauty of it was I put it out because I wanted to put something like that out, like as a precursor for 2020, like it was coming up and stuff.
Okay. That 2020 vision. I see.
And see what the universe works in perfect and mysterious ways. God brings everything full circle because 2020, like everything kind of shut down, and so it was like, oh, it's probably good that I put that out in 2020.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had the, so that foresight helped out a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, it just kind of helped like nod things off and say, all right, this is where we starting at. That's what we're looking at.
Okay, that's what's up. So off the project, what was your favorite song and your least favorite song? Looking back at it now. And why?
Man, favorite, that's so hard, man. I got some babies on there. Looking back on it now though, my least favorite.
See, you know the least favorite.
Oh Lord. So looking back on it now, my least favorite song is Day Ones, and some people are gonna say they love that song.
Really?
But it's my least favorite song because I made that song in 14 maybe or something like that.
Yeah, like wrote it and everything, like even or
I produced it. So I produced it.
You produced too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I produced it, wrote it, and recorded it back then, and like just tried to spruce it up. But it was, you know, it was cool for what it was at that time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Looking back on it now, I'm like, because what I try to do is I try to bring timeless music each time, and so whenever you listen to something that I make, I want it to be like you can still listen to it 10 years from now. Right. I'm not one of the people that like I drop like every week, and so you may not like this the next week. Like I really want my music to age like fine wine. You know what I'm saying?
As you should.
And so, so that was one of the ones where I was like, I could have did a little better on this one. You know what I'm saying? Right. But Wintertime, that one has a special place in my heart because I made that a while before the project dropped, like 2014, 2015. Okay. When I made Wintertime. Another one is, like I said, the last song on their Skywriting. That was like big to me because that was like, that song was like prophetic, you know what I'm saying, in a way. Like, and then even, I think the other one that I would say is probably one with my brother Carter, Light It Up.
Carter, that nigga be going off.
Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah. we were in a session last night, and I was just like, this dude is insane. Yeah. But yeah, like that song has another special place in me. My guy Nine did that one, Nine Division. He produced it, and so it was just the cook up was just fun. Okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you said you had the 2020 vision, and so with the 2020 vision, that was with the tape. Hold on, let me look my notes. Let me get it.
Yeah, my album In Time.
You beat me to it, bro. I just found it, but it's cool. In Time. So yeah, you had just in time for 2020, right? That's what it was. Okay. So with this tape, you turned into R&B Val. Right, so like,
R&B Val. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah,
that's
okay,
hard.
like,
R&B Val.
Because you was rapping the first one, and like you did like a little like harmony stuff on the first one, but like in this one you were full R&B. Right. So first off, love the tape, right? Appreciate it. It's dope as hell. I'm on like, I love hip hop and everything, but like R&B's like, I don't know, like a special place in my heart. So what made you first off, how did you figure out you can actually sing? Then like, what made you decide like, you know what, I'm gonna just make a full R&B tape? Because again, you could have just did some rapping here and there, but you said, nah, it's full R&B.
So, I kind of always knew I could sing, like, you know, because I came up kind of singing, but again, I never thought about being a singer, like being an R&B artist never interested me, and so my first time recorded ever, like, and the first time I ever wrote something like for myself and I wasn't reworking a song, I was rapping, and so it was always like the rappers that was like, oh, this is hard, like I always loved breaking down bars and stuff, so I started off rapping, but I always knew I could sing, and so I was like, actually what was going to happen was I was going to make an all rap project, like no melodies, no nothing. I was going to get all the way on my Griselda, like, you know what I'm saying? I was finna go there with it, you know what I'm saying? And I was so like prepared to do that. I got like mad songs, like most of the time when I'm making a song, like probably 90, no, I won't say 90, maybe like 70% of my songs are like rap songs. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I have mad songs. And so I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be dope. And then I sat back and think, and I was like, who's really listening to like bars for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's really listening to that? And so I was like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do because I was gonna drop an R&B after because I dropped just rap. Right. And so I was like, let's do the R&B first. Right. So, because I don't want to alienate any side of my audience. A lot of people they're not processing bars like that.
Yeah, especially now.
Oh man. Yeah. So I was like, let me do an R&B project. You know what I'm saying? And so I did that. I was just working on it, and really the whole project, in all honesty, came together, most of it, in about a month month and a half's time.
Word?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good work for a month, man.
So it was great making it, man. And like I said, I just want to make timeless music, and so I felt like it was something that people could live with for a while, and yeah, they had to, because 2020.
Hey, I feel it. So off of that tape, which one is your favorite? Because my personal favorite is the one you ever did that. That's
Hurry Home.
Yes, bro. Yeah. Like, I had a girl at the time, and I was like, when I'm on my way home, like, yo, I'm hurrying home. And then even afterwards, after we broke up, I was like, damn, I wish I had a girl.
I needed a reason.
Yeah, I'm hurry home. I'm taking my time. I'm taking a long way home. Shit, you know,
taking the scenic right at that
point. But that one and All. Yeah. All is like.
That was the toxic view.
Yeah, bro. Shit, I'm a dog. We didn't have the dogs, bro. I was like, yeah, I feel that shit. Yeah, talk your shit. It was one other song too. What is it, bro? I can't think of the name of it right now. It'll come to me.
How's it go? It's like 8 songs, 7 tracks.
Real quick. We're gonna go to Spotify real quick. So I got
it
on the playlist.
Yeah. Sing it.
I don't know.
Go ahead, use the vocals.
Now, hold on. We're about to find it. Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. I went all the way to the top. We're not doing this. Okay. All right, but I'll let you know later. But nah, man, I love majority of the tape.
Yeah.
And even if I didn't, like, love the song, I still like the song. Yeah. So, but yeah, which one's your favorite?
Man, my favorite is, and like I said, it's so hard because I love all of those songs, but if I just had to pick a favorite, it'd probably be Make Room. So Make Room is
that's the other one.
Oh, that's the other one. Okay, yeah.
Gotta make room for love. Yeah.
So, you know, when I made Make Room, man, really when I was making an album, it was I was trying to just gain different inspirations, and when people was like, yo, have you watched Love Jones? Because I'm not a big movie person, to be honest. Dang. So I'd never seen Love Jones.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So, and a lot of movies I hadn't seen, so they just put me on this list.
Don't let black people peep.
You know, all the Boys in the Hood drinking juice while I haven't seen most of them. I ain't gonna even front. So, so I watched that, and I just got inspired to, like, you know, listen to like a lot of different 80s and 90s R&B, and so I was listening to different guys, and that's kind of what I wanted to like bring to 2020 at that time. It's just like, how can I like update this, because this is like the music that you feel, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then, you know what, to be all the way 100, I was trying to replace I was trying to make the new what was it? Step in the Name of Love, man.
Okay.
We need another one. We need something new.
Because
like,
you can't play it no more.
You can't play it no more. Yeah. So it's like, hey, I'm finna make the new Step in the Name of Love.
Okay.
So that was my tip.
Okay, I see the vision.
Yeah. So that's probably why it's my favorite, because I just feel like 30 years from now we could still sing that song.
The timeless music, you got that with that one. That was you killed that shit. And
I appreciate that.
I'm not the only person to agree with that. I believe Hard Body Kiati agreed with it too, right?
Right. Absolutely.
How did that come about? And even tell me, like, was like that first experience, because you had the music playing it multiple times, correct?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the actual facts of what I'm talking about. What it's called?
Which one?
The Hard Body Kiati's
his platform?
Yeah.
So he had a couple different platforms that I was on. It was one was
this nigga's a star.
Hey man, we trying to make it.
Yeah.
It was New Music Monday. That was the first platform that he played in. So I submitted something, and he played it, and he was like, yo, this is dope. And then he started playing it on his morning show, the Wake Up Morning Show.
Okay.
And so you know, I had just been, you know, tapping in with bro, and he's been showing a lot of love, and he's always, you know, kind of had my back for, you know, different things, and so it was just a beautiful thing to see, and again, we talk about life coming in full circles.
Right.
I'd been listening to the group H-Town, you feel me, like when I was making the project.
Right.
And for them to hear Make Room and be like, man, I really like the song, and you know, different things like that. It was like, wow, like You know what I'm saying? I was studying y'all, like,
right,
and studying, you know, other people, you know, while I was making it. And so
that's dope.
It was a cool experience to see that, and I just hope like now, you know, we can take it to the next step and be able to, you know, touch other people and touch other people that I'm like, man, I was looking up to you when I was making this.
Right.
You know,
you're on the right path, man. You knocked a couple out already, so it's only a few more to go, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We got a lot to go.
A lot to go.
We got a lot to go.
Hit them up.
But we gonna make it happen, man.
For sure. So, have you got more trouble being a rapper or R&B artist with the ladies?
Probably R&B.
Of course. Okay. I was just wondering. Because, you know, rappers get the worst of it, but, like, you don't ever hear too much about the R&B niggas except, like, Chris Brown for, like, you know, other than that.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. Because I'm trying to avoid any craziness.
Because that's what was going on in the All video. Like,
yeah,
that was full craziness. Was that
absolutely
okay? So, just I have to ask: was that based off true story, or just like it was inspiration for something?
so all was based off of a few true stories, and
check out the video if you want to get more in depth with this.
So the video wasn't necessarily based off true story. Okay. It was more.
I was like,
I would pray that wouldn't happen to anybody. Yeah, I'm sure it has.
Multiple times.
Right.
Yeah.
But
right now.
the concept for the song definitely. Like,
okay.
And that's honestly like all the songs. All the songs are based off of life experiences. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I like add multiple experiences into one song, so it kind of creates this whole story. But man, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. I appreciate that song because people don't see that side of me. They like. And so I'm like, yeah, you know, sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta let it out. Let them know you're a dog, man. You got
sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta let them know.
Shout out to the Omegas. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yo. Oh shit. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you this because I feel like you're only up from here, bro, on some real shit.
Thank you.
Now, the Grammys just happened.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you line up for a Grammy. It's coming. You gonna get one.
I appreciate that.
So one question I want to ask you is, out of the award shows, when you was like a kid, which shows did you want to go to, and which ones, after like learning more about them and like where you at now, like which ones do you still want to go to, or tell me more which ones you don't want to go to now because of what you've learned about them.
Right. You know, honestly, as a kid, I wanted to go to all of them.
Right.
Just because there was a certain way that there was a value system that you perceived from attaining some type of accolade or recognition from somebody or from a group of peers that seemed to be experts on you know, the certain subject considered music, seem to be experts on music. And so, you know, like when I was coming up, I watched like BT Awards, and I was just like,
they don't do them like that no
man,
more.
like
they don't do them like that.
Crazy, like, you know, I remember, I think it was Destiny's Child did like a reunion thing, and like they had like Magic Johnson and such.
Yeah, Terrence Howard was there.
Terrence Howard. It was the other guy, and I was like, like they was piquing my interest,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Young dude, So, and then like, you know, those times like it would be like Chris Brown like come out, you know what I'm saying? Wayne like performed it when he had that crazy run. I was like the biggest Wayne fan. I was like he coming out, going stupid.
The best the experience I remember the most was the one where they had the Touch It remix when they brought everybody out for that.
Touch It.
By Busta?
Oh yeah.
Literally everybody out. From like all the remixes, and then even Eminem came out. And I was like, bro, yo, this is some legendary shit.
That was crazy.
That. Yeah, that was
what year was that? That was
I think I wanna say maybe like
06. What was that?
06, 07?
06, 07,
maybe?
Yeah, I think the latest or the earliest was like 2008, I think. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what Busta came out on. Touch It came out.
Cause I I was in middle school.
Yeah, it was middle school for sure. I remember that.
So I said about like 06.
Oh yeah, probably 06, 07. It might have been 07.
Maybe 05, maybe somewhere between.
Somewhere in there. But yeah, that was that era, that early 2000s era. The BET Awards was insane.
It literally paved the way to where we're at now.
Absolutely.
Like, that's what did it.
I think the early 2000s in hip hop just doesn't get enough credit.
It doesn't
at all. Like it was a crazy era. Like I think it doesn't get enough credit because it was like just as much as it was responsible for like the Blueprint and like Kanye, it was also responsible for like the dance era. And so like people would like try to like, you know what I'm saying, demean the dance era.
But that's some old hip hop heads that's doing that.
Right.
You know, like, oh, you ain't doing the hippity hop, bro.
Right, like you ain't got your
where the break dancing at.
Yeah, your graffiti. Get your cardboard box. You ain't toting records.
Yeah.
But so you know that. And then I watching the Grammys, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think the last Grammy Grammy Awards that I watched that I can remember was, I think it was maybe 2009, when Michael Jackson died. Oh no, I watched the Prince one too, when Prince died.
Oh yeah.
But 2009, and like Chris Brown did that tribute, and it was just like really
that was
impactful.
That was very powerful too, because that was like his first kind of like debut, like really big event after the whole Rihanna thing and stuff, and like that was big for Chris Brown because that kind of like made it okay back in the community again.
Right.
Everybody
was like, okay, Rihanna forgave you. We hadn't yet. I guess.
We'll let it slide.
This time, you on short string.
Yeah. Keep on the string too.
Tightrope.
Yeah,
but so that was another one. But it was a few moments coming up that I was like, yo, this is like the biggest stage, and it was the most renowned and revered award show. And so as I got older, I realized art is about interpretation, and it's about feeling and things like that. And so don't get me wrong, like if I were to win any of these awards, would it be nice? Absolutely.
Right.
You know, just because it's good to know that people do appreciate your art. You know what I'm saying? It no matter how much anybody tries to say it, like if nobody acknowledges your art, it'd be hard to continue to create it. Or at least maybe not even create it, but it'd be hard to continue to release it to the world. You know what I'm saying? Even if you still decided to create it. And so now for me it's more so like, am I actually touching, people? Can I see that I'm touching people? And so with the beauty of social media is that, you can see the people that you're touching all the times, you know what I'm saying? And so it kind of makes award shows, I don't want to say necessarily, I hate to say like lose their value, so to speak, but it makes it less needed. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people don't feel like, I don't need this award show to tell me like I'm making some jamming music. Like, it's a million people telling me I'm making jamming music.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's always about it's about the fans at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it's always. Well, that's what it should be about.
Right.
That's what it should be about. And so, like for me, it's just, am I able to impact people? That's why I started making music. Right. It was really like, I want to be able to impact people in a way to say, I don't have to conform to this or to this or to this in order to make it. I can really, real life, be myself. Right. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people aren't doing that, like now.
Yeah,
like
they have a whole facade and everything, and like when they go fully in depth with the persona, which is like, nothing wrong with that, because again, like if that's for your art, then that's cool, but like, don't pretend to be somebody you're not. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and you got a lot of that right now. It's like people pretending to be something they're not, like people pretending to like, have gone through things, and it's like, it's cool. Like, I really want to be out here and be like, it's cool to be yourself. Yeah. Like, you're the only one of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the only one of you. Nobody can do you the way you can.
There's no copy of you at all.
There's no copy.
Yeah.
So it's like,
they can imitate, but they can't replicate.
Exactly. That's a bar.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I used to rap back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, man. Now, it's funny you was touching on that, you saying that people don't need the award shows like that anymore. So, recently with the Grammys and everything, I don't know if you saw like the people who won everything, right? Did you see any of that?
I know that Meg won.
And shout out to Meg Thee Stallion.
I was happy.
Right,
she won.
Shout out to H-Town Hottie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big H-Town vibe.
Hit us up, Meg, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
leave Party Fontaine alone and get a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Real nigga right here. But anyway.
I don't know nothing about that man, but hey.
But it's funny because I was looking and I don't know the percentage or whatever, anything like that. But to me, it seemed like this year they gave a lot more awards to black people.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I was wondering, do you think they did that because they saw that they could like basically they was gonna lose their value otherwise? Because it's to the point now like black people, we don't unite on a lot of things. But one thing is for sure with music, if an artist that says, or like somebody they care about it says like, hey, we're not rocking with this no more, don't rock with it, they're not gonna rock with it.
Right.
And so if they have all these black people getting up in nominations and they actually get the wins and stuff, of course people gonna tune in. Like this is like the first Grammys in a while that Beyonce even showed up to. You know what I'm saying? She didn't perform, but she was actually there and present. Same thing with Jay-Z too. So it's like, and of course I know they were there for Meg, but even still,
I think they were there for bigger reasons. But I mean, Meg is, but
that's probably the biggest, honestly, to me at least.
I think like that was a piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Like they do so many things that it's like these are puzzle pieces.
Yeah, 100%. They have different reasons to be there because otherwise they would not show face. They don't care about that shit anymore. Like Beyonce won that shit. She was like, oh.
Jay-Z said, "I ain't going to nobody nothing," and I felt that. I felt that. I was like, I ain't going to nobody nothing. I was like, yes.
Yeah. Because it's like at the point now, it's like why? Because it's literally just to do the connections, you know, the link and build kind of stuff and everything. And like even the Grammys, because I was listening to a podcast and they was talking about it. And it was basically, you know, because I forget that the Grammys is actually for like to promote artists, you know, to like help, like you know, fund their careers and stuff like that. Just anybody that's trying to actually do that for a living.
Right.
But for the award show, I feel like that's the more like political stuff. Like
absolutely, how
much money you really paying? That's what it would come down to.
Right. Like who has the best Grammy party and
you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
touch the most, shake the most hands.
Yeah. And that's the political side of it. And and again, once like I know like a couple of years back, that's when they finally said like, well, somebody said that like, yo, you gotta pay like $500,000 even to get nominated. To get considered for a nomination. Actually, my bad, not even nominated, considered for a nomination. Like I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Right?
That's
so
crazy.
You think it's like straight off of talent or something, right? Or like just the quality of the music. Nah, bro. It come down to the money. Like then it's the money. Then it's like okay.
And the story.
Yeah, exactly. The money, then it's a story, then it's like, all right, now who else you been working with? And how much money is your label put into the fund and everything to support us? So then it's like, all right, I like their stuff. That's when it finally comes down to that. But, you know, I was just thinking about that because, again, I just feel like they picked a lot of black people this year because these past couple of years, like, they've been robbing people. Like awards and stuff, and it was, you know, and especially with all this like Black Lives Matter movement and stuff like that, and some social injustice going on. I feel like everybody's playing their role to like fit in because again, we are the culture, and without us, they are nothing. So
facts. Yeah, no, I definitely I can see that for sure. Like I said, you know, the Grammys is all about the story, and if they have to go along with the story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like at the end of the day, there has to be, like I said, the story and the agenda that's being pushed. And so, you know, right now, like you said, like a lot of people are focused in and dialed in on the black plight.
Right.
And it's one of those things. I think that they were like, let's make sure of that. And I think it was also an opportunity for them because it was like this year we don't really have anything to lose with it either.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True. Like we only have something to gain. Yeah,
it's just nothing to lose. Like because ratings are down for everything.
Right.
You feel me? And it's like that. I think that's the reason why a guy like Nas we literally talked about this yesterday. Like a guy like Nas got nominated. You know, because he worked with Hit Boy and
that's the only reason he got that money. I'm not gonna lie.
And he won, didn't he?
Yeah, he won.
Okay.
I think it was best rap album of the year or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, and so that's a beautiful thing. Like Nas, I feel like is well deserved of a Grammy.
I feel like
if anybody.
Yeah. No, most definitely him. Like I'm not a fan of Nas. I'm gonna be real.
Okay.
But like his older stuff, I can definitely see like because for the fact that because what's the one that everybody be talking about? That's like
Illmatic?
Yeah. Like I know I've listened to it. I'm not a fan of it.
Gotcha.
But I understand like that has been like heard throughout the years of hip hop. It's still mentioned to this day, and for him not to win one for that, like that says something.
And then back then it was like people were the Grammy, so to speak, was trying to figure out like what we gonna rock with because you know they was really trying to only rock with like what was, you know, if they could put it on Disney,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so a lot of people weren't. In fact, it's just a lot of people weren't getting Grammy noms like then. Like Life Is Good to me was like one of Nas's best works. So I think that came out maybe 2013 or 2014. And so
I don't think I heard that one.
Go listen to that.
Okay, I'll check it
You'll
out.
really enjoy it.
Okay.
It's grown man music.
Okay.
I just like, I don't know why I was so young liking stuff like
Yeah.
that. You know. And so yeah, they just had nothing to lose.
Right.
You feel me? They didn't have anything to lose, so it's like we might as well give these nods to, you know, different people that like maybe we thought about giving it to them before and it just, you know, for whatever reason we didn't.
Yeah.
And then the Grammys has always tried to do this thing where they go slightly under the radar. You know what I'm saying? So then you see like a Freddie Gibbs nod, a D Smoke nod.
That was Netflix money. I'm sorry.
Right.
That D Smoke. That was.
And like I said, you know, they always try to go slightly under the radar.
Yeah.
It's just hard to do it now because again, we have social media, so these people already have millions or 10 millions of followers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? By the time like y'all like are introducing them to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
But also, I feel like I don't know, because don't get me wrong, it's all the artists that was in that category, like with Nas, they were all dope artists.
Right,
like,
absolutely.
Like the fact that Royce got nominated, I was like, yo, that's what's up.
Crazy.
Like that album, he produced that whole thing himself.
Right.
Like that was big ups to that. But I don't know. Again, like it's weird to me, like when an artist like D Smoke is nominated and he's been out for maybe like 2 years. He became popular off a Netflix show.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's always just gonna be funny because again, like you said, they go like a little under the radar to get people, but also at the same time it's like they're still on the radar because the money came in.
Right,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? So it's like because it's so many other talented artists that have that kind of following and stuff and have the talent.
If you ask me, who had the biggest 2020 basically, like Lil Baby and Roddy Ricch, probably should have got, you know, some nods. Like to me, like they should have got like an album nod, if anything.
I don't think Lil Baby should get one for the album, but
maybe not for the album, but
definitely a song of the year or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Roddy Ricch,
so for sure, most definitely.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and so you know, there's so many different factors to it.
Yeah.
I think what black artists need to focus on, and I would say like I hear a lot of people say like we need to have our own awards show. It's not a BET Awards. It's actually black owned.
That is also
all
true.
these good things, and sure that could be the case. But when you think about like what award shows really are, right? It's to say we're gonna put all these different things in these different categories, and then we're gonna say which one is the best. And it's like the best to who? You know what I'm saying? Like the best to who? And I love competing. Like I'm a big like. You know what I'm saying? I get in there like, you know, bars and all these different things, like let's song for song, whatever. I love doing that. But in the same token, like a lot of people like are really pouring their hearts out and living their lives, you know, for different things like that. And it reminds me of times like when Kendrick didn't get the nod for Good Kid, Mad City, right?
And you got robbed.
Anybody that has a freaking mind could tell you like that was one of the greatest hip hop works of all time.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like timeless album, it's classic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you know, it when things like that happen, then it's like, okay, well, who's judging? Like, and why do we care about their opinions?
Exactly.
And I think like that's one of the things that this generation, like, I think has an idea that we need to get away from, but it's hard for a lot of us to break away from.
Because it's the whole, what is it? it's basically like peer pressure.
Yeah,
it's like this is what we know, and this is what it's used to, and like because like who said the Grammys is the pinnacle of award shows, or like the pinnacle of award you can, or like you can get to say like I'm the best artist out there. Like
who says like anybody's opinion matters, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? Like, if you have people that are willing to listen to your music and they're like coming back to you and telling you like, yo, like this song changed my life, or me and my girl, like we live by this song, like we jam this every week, or yo, when you said this bar, like this literally helped me know like I'm not the only one. That's what it's about for me. Like that's what it's about. So it's like, you know, somebody that I don't know saying like, oh, your music is some of the best stuff, or like, oh, you're not good. It's like, I don't care, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not patronizing me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I go to sleep at night, I do not think like, did this person like the song? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Yeah, bro. And I think we get into that. It's just, like you said, the constructs of what we've been accustomed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh, like we have to get a nod. And it's like, I think a lot of people are kind of waking up to, no, I'm cool with like, you know, people that like my stuff, liking my stuff. I'm cool. And now it's getting to the point where it's like, people are doing like these worldwide tours and 10,000 person venues. Like, what does a Grammy mean?
It don't mean nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, your bills paid shit. They can help pay your bills, but it can. But you can do it without it. You don't need it. You don't need it. But
so yeah. And I wish people would like stop faking like they don't care too. It's like it's okay to like say like I said like if I win an award that'd be cool, like you know what I'm saying, because it shows that. But it's like it's not something that like I'm gonna lose sleep over. Right. And so you know in other parts of life too, it's like it's okay to like. You know,
because it'll be people. These same people say they don't care. Be like, oh, they get nominated and win, like they crying that they got. Right. Like, it sounds like you care.
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's cool. Like you feel me? Like if that's what you care about, it's cool. Like ain't nobody gonna judge you because you want a Grammy.
Exactly.
That's tight. I used to want to be Quincy Jones. Hey man,
still can. You know what I'm saying?
I used to want to be Quincy Jones. I was like, I want the most Grammys of all time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just my perspective changed.
Right. Yeah, because you realize like some things don't really hold as much value as you used to think, you know.
That's how you get older, you mature.
Most definitely. Definitely. For sure. Last thing I want to touch on, where's my question? This is a good question too, man.
Oh, it's good, I know. Taking this time to you letting it muscle up here.
Charging it up.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all getting charged. This is the build up, you feel me? The anticipation.
Yeah. Alright. So you had a single you dropped. See You Well.
Yeah.
Tell us some importance behind that track.
Oh man, so that's like something that's super important to me, you know, very close to my heart. So See You Well, it's about my mom and you know, the different struggles that I went through and she went through coming up. You know what I'm saying? She's pretty much my whole life dealt with health problems, different things. You know, things that cause her to go blind and have different like kidney failure and kind of unknown diseases and things like that. And so I made this song because, for one, I just knew that I needed to tell the story, because I know like there's other people going through things like that. But while I was writing it, it was more so like I just wanted to tell my story and let people know like what some of the upbringing was and raise awareness to it and possibly get to a point where we can find a solution. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so there was a GoFundMe that was attached with the song, and all the proceeds to the song were going to the GoFundMe. That's what's up. And so we've raised over half, well over half of like the funds that we needed for this procedure. That's what's up. That's beautiful. And so it's beautiful. Like a lot of people came together and really pitched in. And,
it's still up, right?
Yes.
Anybody watch it, go support that.
Definitely. Link is in my bio for the CUL fund, so please, like, if it's in your heart, donate. I really appreciate it. And so yeah, man, I wrote the song, and it took me a while, to be honest.
Now I feel that, because that's a lot to
unpack.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because it's different than any other track you've done. That's like, that's close to your heart. It's about your mom. You know what I'm saying? So that's something different.
Like I probably. I couldn't get past the first 4 bars. I was crying.
Hey, man. I'm thinking about my mom right now. I'm like,
I was crying like in the studio. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that it wasn't like I'm in my home studio, so like, nobody had to see me.
Right. You know that's workout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like I couldn't get past the first 4 bars for probably like 2 days, and then I was like, all right, let's go ahead and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And so we did that, and I didn't want anybody to hear it yet, and so you know, it was just making it and, you know, getting everything together with it because I wanted it to be right. And shout out to my brother OQ, he produced that, and so shout out to my brother Bingo, like I told him about it, and he listened to it, he was like, yo, it's heavy, man, you know, right, and so. We put the song out, and I showed it, like I played it, right before I put it out, I played it for my mom. And it was a very emotional time.
Yeah, I feel it.
But, and when I made it, or when I released it rather, I got a lot of people that were hitting me up like, yo, like I needed this, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I realized, like, that's really what it's about. You feel me? Like, everything that we do, whether it's music or whether it's, you know, any of the arts, acting, even like, you know, professions like building and, you know, architecture and health professions, it's really like to ensure that we are able to have better lives, sustain and connect.
Right.
And so I really realized, like, if I'm the biggest thing when it comes to making music is to be able to connect to people, you know, from generations before and after.
Right.
And so I think, like, this wasn't necessarily the first song that did it, but this was the first song that connected to people in a different way.
Right.
That would that may have been closer to their hearts. You know what I'm saying? And it was the first song for me that was that heartfelt too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so. Yeah, it was good. It was really good. It was necessary for me, I think, for sure, to get that done. Because I've always wanted to do it. It was just like, no, it's not the right time.
Yeah.
You know, and so it was finally time to do it.
Again, the universe comes full circle.
Comes full circle every single time.
Always.
And so, yeah, I'm really proud of that song. Grateful for that song, and like, that song is one of those songs that it goes against all the things that you're supposed to do when you're trying to make like a hit song.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I fuck with though.
It's a 5-minute like rap song.
Yeah.
About like, you know what I'm saying, your mom like is like, it's just things that you know, now it's like you want the song 2 minutes and have a melody and like an 808 thumping and.
But the most popular songs from artists are the ones about their moms, and it's when they dropping like Tupac's Dear Mama. Dear Mama, Kanye West, Hey Mama. That's on 2 off the top of my head I can think of. But you know what I'm saying? Like those are still played to this day. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you gotta spread the message, man. That's what's up.
For sure.
That's what's up. That's beautiful. But yeah, man. We can wrap it up. The last thing we do here, we ask you the common interest is what are you interested and uninterested in. For example, it could be anything like I'm interested in City Houston Artists Elevate, man. We in the city, we doing big things out here. Our time's coming, man. That's all I know. I feel it. It's like,
here.
Yeah, it's here. It's definitely here. It's just we wait for everybody else to catch on. That's literally all it is. And what I'm uninterested in is this stuff's going on with the like the Asian hate. That's it's real nasty out here. It's real nasty.
Yeah, so interest. I'm interested in all things that is spreading light and love.
Yeah, that's good.
All things.
Damn, I should have that.
All things that spread light and love, man. If it's not spreading light or love, like, I don't want no part in it. uninterested. The opposite of that, anything that's spreading hate, anything that's trying to separate and try to get us off our course as humanity of building and bonding and sharing life and preserving life. I don't want no parts in that. Stay away from me with all that hate.
I feel that. Same here.
Shout out Trilly Pope. Shout out B Banks. Stop that hate. Trilly Pope, he wears a cowboy hat and he bow tie, shiny shoe, cowboy hat. He's a dope artist.
Okay, I'll check him out.
He's from PA.
Okay, yeah, I'll check him out. That's what's up. Oh shit, appreciate you coming out, B Val. Thanks for your time.
Man, I appreciate it for real.
Anytime, man, anytime.
And I forgot to say this. Shout out Northside, Acres Homes, Fofo, H-Town. I love y'all.
Northside?
Outside.
You know it is, but yet again, we are the yes sir. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with friends, tell your mommy, daddy, uncle, cousin, all that stuff. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with a friend, and leave a little comment. Tell us we're doing good, we're doing bad, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Once again, stay consistent with your vision because you've been blessed with another day of the mission. Thanks for tuning in. We are the and we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that was the interview.
I like that.
That's dope. Yeah.